Good morning, everyone. We will begin the morning service of the Miroku Association headquarters, asking God and Meishu-sama for protection and the permission to participate today in the divine plan of constructing a paradise on this earth. Let us pray together the Amatsu-Norito, Prayer of Heaven, followed by the Miroku Prayer. Please stand. 高天原にかむずまります。かむろぎかむろみのみこともちて、すめみよやかむいざなぎのみこと、つくしのりむかの立ち花の、おどのあはぎはらに、みそぎ払いたもうときになりませる。払いどのお神たちよ、もろもろのまがごと積みけがれを。洗いたまえ、清めたまえ、とがおすことのよしを。天つかみ国つかみやおよろずの神たちともに雨の淵駒の耳振り立ててきこしめせとかしこみもまおす弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はいたまえ弥勒おみかみ守りたまえ先はいたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はいたまえ教えみよや主の神守りたまえ先はいたまえくんながらたまちはえませ。くんながらたまちはえませ。Great God of light, creator and giver of all life, in accordance with your divine will, the long age of night draws to an end. Your radiant divine light, shining ever more brilliantly, awakens the dawn of the glorious age of light, a time long awaited by all humanity. We thank you for guiding us to your divine plan and for the privilege of channeling and receiving Johrei. May our spirits and bodies be illuminated and purified as we live your truth given to us by Meishu-sama. Make us pure and effective instruments of your divine light, so that we may serve you and all those with whom we come in contact. May paradise on earth be realized, with health, peace, and prosperity, a reality in our lives. Great God of light, bless and protect us. Radiate our souls with your divine light, so that we may truly become instruments of your great plan. Please be seated. We will now receive group Johrei.
Heavenly Minister, God bless you.
Johrei is now concluded. We will now listen to a reading from Meishu-sama's teachings. Soul polishing. It appears that God allows the dark forces to oppose us, much like the polishing stones of our souls, so that we may be strengthened and purified. Polish your soul, purify your mind and heart, in order to do your best to serve in God's plan to save the world. As a servant of God, purify the hearts and minds of others and cleanse the world of all its impurities. If things don't seem to turn out for the best, it means you still have a substantial amount of clouds. The essence of our spiritual practice is to remove these spiritual clouds joyously, instead of removing them laboriously through suffering and difficult training. This can be done by helping and serving others. If you do so, their gratitude comes to you constantly in the form of light, and your soul is purified. Either process, helping, serving, and giving joy to others, or asceticism and rigorous training, will produce the same result, the purification of your soul. In order to be able to help others, you have to read and understand our teachings. Through our teachings, you gain a deeper understanding of spiritual truth, and thus your soul will also be cleansed and purified. As your understanding becomes deeper, your Johrei becomes stronger. In this way, while helping and giving joy to others, you can raise your own spiritual level as well.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining the Miroku Association headquarters morning service. This morning, I want to share with you the faith experience of Luisa Nazaré Rodriguez. She's from Santa Catarina, Brazil. Luisa is 60 years old and has been a member for 19 years. 3 years ago, she noticed that her left leg was shaking a lot when she was driving. Not understanding what was going on, she went to a health center to see a doctor. The doctor did some tests and said it could be anxiety or just a hereditary tremor, as her grandmother, mother, and brothers suffered from tremors. However, he asked Louisa to see a neurologist. This fact alerted her that she had not made the enshrinement, so the Saishi, of her deceased maternal grandparents. Immediately, she requested these enshrinements, and her emotion was very great. Due to several requirements and a lot of red tape in scheduling her appointment, it took her a while to have it happen. And in the meantime, the pandemic came. She intensified our practice of faith at home. She attended our daily online services, read the divine writings, channeled self Johrei, and offered weekly special donations of gratitude for the building of a regional center in the state where she resides. On the day of the appointment with the neurologist, and analyzing the result of the exams, the doctor told her that she's a lucky person, as the diagnosis was Parkinson's disease, but in her case, it only affected one side of her body. He also said that he was surprised because the waiting time until the appointment, which was almost a year, without any medication should have already worsened her condition, which did not happen. Thereafter, the doctor prescribed a low dose of medication. He warned her, however, that according to his experience, little by little, he would have to increase the medication's dose as the disease tends to evolve. Immediately, she reported to her minister what was going on, who guided her to commit to give service and to express gratitude for being just partially affected, a fact that would allow her to continue carrying out the dedications of assisting her minister and as a coordinator of the Enshrinement of Ancestor Division of her Johrei Center. In September of last year, when making another appointment, the doctor congratulated her, saying that the way she walks is no longer like of a Parkinson's patient, as she is walking without difficulties. Since the diagnosis of the disease, every 4 months, she needs to go to the doctor to see the evolution of the case, and as it is a degenerative disease. However, she always receives the diagnosis as a miracle, as her case has not progressed. On the contrary, she feels much better in terms of the stiffness that the disease causes. In the beginning, when the symptoms started, she couldn't do household chores, which she does today with ease. Regarding the medication, the doctor commented that he had never prescribed a dose as low as hers to a patient with her symptoms. Currently, she continues to actively dedicate and lead a life close to normal. Louisa is sure that it is sincere service to the divine work that allows her to go through this purification with quality of life. She's very grateful to God, Meishu-sama, and her ancestors for this true miracle, and her commitment is to spread the divine light to many, many people. Thank you very much for attending this morning service. Wish a very wonderful day.
This brings to a conclusion our morning service. Thank you everyone for joining us. We wish you a very blessed day.